Hi, everyone. Welcome. Today I'm stopping by to talk about life. And one thing I can say for sure is that there is a mystery to life. There's a mystery to it. And you all know that, especially those of you who are a little bit older. You know that life takes its turns from one direction to another. And where you end up is usually totally different than where you had thought you would. And yet at the same time, all along the way, there's a thread. Maybe when you were a little kid, you liked working with things with your hands. And then when you were a little older, all of a sudden there was some Boy Scout project Boy Scout project that you worked on, and somehow it was meaningful. And then time went by, and before you know it, you ended up in a job that is related to what you were doing when you were a little child. So there is a thread woven through the fabric of your life, and your career developed, your interests developed from what began as a hobby when you were a child, or something that was just of interest to you for some reason. You don't even know why. And other times, serendipity, you just happen to fall into something. You're not having any work to do, and you just apply here and there, and suddenly you end up doing something it's like totally different than you ever would have dreamed of, and you thought, well, this is just a way to make a little bit of money, but then time went by, and before long, it worked out somehow. And other times, things didn't seem to work out at all. It felt totally wrong, but you were there for some reason. Maybe you were going to meet the person that you were going to get married to there, for example. Or who knows? Or sometimes it's just a timing thing. The timing is not right for what's really going to happen, so this is a temporary space holder. And you stay there for a while, and it makes it so that the timing is right for the next thing. You see what I mean? So who knows? There's a mystery to life. It's so mysterious. And yet, like I said, along the way, there are threads that flow through it all, and there are clues. See? So it's like there's a mighty hand that's shaping things. Now, it is thus important. Look, but then there's also other things that come along and mess everything up. And the mighty hand can deal with that also. Something messed up. God knows how. What does it say in the Bible? It says that all things work for good for those who love the Lord. So, yeah, even things that are messed up can somehow turn out good when God is involved. He can make something good. He can take a dung heap, and from it can come beautiful flowers blossoming. You see what I mean? So you really don't know. So what can you do? Well, here's what you can do. First of all, you can do as much as you can. Do what you can. In other words, if you can help somebody, help them. If you can't, don't worry about it. If you can do your job properly, then do your job properly. See, if you can't for some reason, then you can't. But you make an effort to do it right. See, if you can go through the world and not hate people, and not resent people, and not get angry at people too much. Yeah, when you're young, you will get angry sometimes, but not too much. And just keep the resentment out of it. What does the Bible say? It says, be angry, but sin not. Do you understand? Once in a while, there's some kind of an injustice. There's some kind of an outrage. What did the bumper sticker say? It said, if you're not outraged, you're not paying attention. Yeah, well, there are things to be outraged about. So yeah, maybe you do feel a natural anger. but just don't add resentment and judgment and hatred to it. You see what I mean? Just keep it a little bit of anger, manage that anger, and do what's right, and you'll be okay. Keep the hate out of it, keep the resentment out of it, keep the judgment out of it. You understand? So you do like a Boy Scout. You're honest, fair, brave, and kind. That's it. You go through life. You're honest, fair, brave, and kind. And you do what you can. See? And things will develop. And sometimes it takes sometimes things happen at lightning speed. You meet somebody, and within a short amount of time, you're married. Who would have thought? One person said, "Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it?" All right. Other times, nothing seems to be happening, and time goes by, and nothing seems to be happening. Don't despair. Be persistent. See, do what you can, and don't despair. And other times, you have something that you're moving toward, and it seems right somehow for you, and other people will doubt it and discount it and try to change your mind and interfere and everything. But just remember that everybody has their own totem pole. We all have our life, our own life, and you live your life, and other people can't live it for you. And the way things develop for you is the way they do. And other people have their life, and their life develops. And there's not much you can do. So we're all in kind of our own little space. Yeah, we come together, we cooperate, we help each other, we interact, we do business together. See? But basically, you have your own life, and they have their own life. And so what do you got to watch out for? Watch out for resentment. Watch out for impatience. Yeah, you can feel a little bit of impatience when nothing is happening. All right, but just watch it. Watch it. In due time, things will develop and happen according to God's plan. All right. So, the other thing you can do is stay close to your intuition. Stay close to what you know in your heart. It will be a guide for you. It will be, what's the word I want to use? It will be your lodestar. Stay close to your intuition, to what you know in your heart. Go with your gut. See, move intuitively, and things will develop properly. So, you stay close to what you know in your heart. You're honest, fair, brave, and kind. You're fair with other people, and you don't hate them, and you don't resent them, and you overlook little things. If they make a little mistake, they don't say good morning to you, or they say something mean, maybe, just overlook it. Let it pass. Don't make it important. In other words, make it unimportant. Go about your business, you see, and like that. Work at what is meaningful to you. Move toward opportunities that arise, not ones you have planned and schemed or arrived at ambitiously, but when doors open, often when you least expect it, and intuitively it feels right for you. Walk humbly, be quick to listen, slow to speech, and slow to anger. That's what James said. Wait, watch. Don't jump to conclusions. Be circumspect. Move calmly. Be industrious but not ambitious. The good Lord has something in mind for you, and it'll unfold all in due time. Until then, do what you can, but behave yourself.